cheerful greetings, and today my tutorial is about the leftovers of a journal after my surrogate dog got hold of it. And this is my surrogate dog. He's not my dog, he's my daughter's dog. And does he look innocent? I don't think so. He loves paper, especially if it is good cardstock and something of value. Here he is, looking around to see what he can get hold of. He's definitely not an innocent dog. I want to show you what I did with the folio after he got hold of it. And this is my folio. It was all glued together, ready to embellish, and he got hold of it. He didn't actually eat this one. He got hold of it and started shaking it around and pulling on it so that it fell apart because it wasn't completely dried. This is a fairly large piece here that he took apart, and part of it's still glued there on the right-hand side, but then it's just been, the paper and all has been stretched, so there's no way I can really use it as I had originally planned. So let's see what we can make with this. I've got a piece here that's half off, and it's one of the flaps that's on the journal, and it's double-sided, so I should be able to do something with this. Now I'm going to skip a little bit of the cutting that I'm going to do to my scraps, and show you the finished pieces and how I'm going to use them. And also, I won't be doing a lot of talking. I will probably give you a few measurements, but not many, because I'm going to have to guess at what I'm doing here. So let's get started. The thing that I'm going to do with this piece, since it's glued on both sides and it's nice and thick, I'm cutting the extra little flap off so it'll be out of my way, but I can see a tag out of this, so that's what I'm going to do eventually. I'm going to still cut some more off, but I want to play with some of these other pieces and see what I'm going to end up making. I'll probably do a couple things to various ones and then come back and do some more stuff. I'm not sure what I can do with this flap. This flap I really, really like, but I'm going to have to put it on hold as far as making something out of it. This piece is almost torn completely apart, so I'm going to finish ripping the rest of it off, and it comes off in one piece. It's a little messed up on the back side, but we should be able to fix that. I hate to see all this good cardstock go to waste, and the beautiful design and texture that it has. And that's why I want to salvage as much of it as I can. You hate to spend so much, put ink in an object and then just throw it in the trash. You should be able to make something from it. Here are some pieces that I have cut off, and they're in pretty good shape, and I'm going to be using them for different things. This is a pretty nice piece. I like the way it has a band on each side. However, it's a little large, so I may have to cut this into two pieces. this little piece here that has extra folding raised areas where the two pieces were glued together. I've glued them down securely now, and what I'm doing is gluing around the edges, and then I'm going to fold it up and make a pocket out of it. And it'll have that little raised area at the bottom and at the top. Now on the top, well, it's not really the top, it's going to be the side, because I decided to turn this piece sideways. And so I'm going to glue this flap down now. And the two little raised areas will be down the sides of the pocket. And after I get this glued down, I will get my circle punch and punch a finger hole in it. Here's a piece here that has loads of texture, and I love the colors in it. What I'm going to do is cut this green off where it was ripped from the other piece. And we're going to make this into a tag. Now what I'm going to do is cut the top part triangle off. And then I'm going to use that piece to put on the other side to cut by. And that will give me the top part of my tag. Also, it's a little long, so I'm going to cut the top a little more. Now I have some butterflies here that will look nice with this wood grain or forest piece, and so I'm going to put them on. And I'll put them just like they're flying up. These are stickers. And they'll show up nicely on this piece of cardstock. Okay, here's that finished piece with the butterflies on it. I've got a little more embellishment I want to do. I'm going to put some lace on this. And I just put a thin row of glue on the bottom, and I'm gluing the lace on the bottom of my tag. I'm almost finished with this now. The only thing I need to do is put some sort of string or ribbon at the top of this tag. So what I think I'm going to be using is a little dab of cere cloth. I have some over here to the side somewhere. Here we go. And I'm going to put this in through my hole at the top. And this piece will be finished. Okay, here's my tag. It's finished now. And I really like the way it looks. I may go back and distress the edges a little bit with some distress ink, but right now I'm satisfied with what I have. Here is a piece of that cardstock that I cut into, I believe it was a 4 by 5 1/4. It's this piece, and it has that kind of leathery strip on it. And I'm going to put my butterfly on it if I can get it in the right place. He was hanging off there for a moment. And so that's going to be a greeting card. Now I need to put a sentiment on it. I'm not sure right now what it's going to be, but I'm going to put some sort of sentiment on it. Okay, let's look at this next piece. I'm cutting off the green part of this piece of cardstock where it was attached to another piece. So since I'm not attaching anything, I've cut that off, and now I'm going to fold it in half. And this is what I'm going to use for a cover, as a cover for a small journal. So my cover for the journal is complete unless I add some embellishment to it. But at least I have a way of using that piece of cardstock. Okay, this next piece, I don't think I can use much of it at all because it's kind of been peeled back. If anything, I might be able to cut a small comment card off of it. But as of right now, there's nothing I can use it for. Okay, here's my pocket, and I want my top to stay down, so I'm putting a piece of Velcro on it. And I'm attaching it to the top itself and then putting the second piece on top of the Velcro and then closing it down. And it will stick then to the base at the right place. It'll be all lined up. Here is another piece of cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm putting it on the front of a card. And don't you just love this background? I think it looks really awesome. So I want to do something that kind of gives the appearance of nature. And the best way I can think to do that will be to put some flowers on it. So let's see what I can find far as flowers are concerned. So here is a label that I found. First that I'm going to put on it, it says best wishes. I had some other designs on that sheet too that might work, but I have in the back of my mind that I want to use these purple flowers. And these flowers are stickers. I'm just going to pull out some of the possibilities and we can see what we can use here. I love these flowers that have a transparent background. So I'm going to thumb through here and see which ones I like, and I'll show you what I decided on. Now, I really like the way that came together. I'm really pleased with that one. So we have a couple more pieces of cardstock. Let's see what else we can do. Here's a piece that's left over from one I cut, and it's really too small to put on a card unless I put a mat behind it. So what I'm going to do, instead of putting a mat behind and make another greeting card, I'm going to use it as a comment card and just have it just like it is and insert it in a junk journal. Here is a smaller card that I'm going to use as a comment card, and I think I know what I'm going to do with it. I have some little odds and ends that are laying around that I might be able to use on it just to kind of give it a little more color. Okay, I've cut it an extra little piece off and I made it even smaller now. And I think the majority of my flowers that I have here are going to be too large for this comment card. So I may have to go with something else. So let's just see what we have there. That really doesn't do much. And that's too large. So I will go with something else. We'll just put these up for now. And I have one idea of a little stained glass worm that I have. Let me see if I can find him as soon as I get all these flowers up. Here we go. This is a little worm, and I'm just going to put him like he's walking across the pavement. There we go. Very simple. All right, I've got a card and 2 comment cards here. And I still need to do something to this one. I'm going to put some dragonflies on it. And they are kind of stained glass too. And it's not much, it's just a little something to add to it to make the comic card a little special. Okay, here are the items that we came up with. This is the pocket I made with the Velcro, and a couple other little pockets that I've made. And so you can see that I made quite a few things. This is going to be my cover for my little journal. I have made quite a few things from the leftover pieces of my first journal that got damaged. So all is not wasted. I just hated to see all that good cardstock go to waste. I hope you enjoyed watching what I did with my damaged Folio, thanks to my surrogate dog. I hope you will come back and see me and see what I have in store for you again next time. And in the meantime, have a great crafting day. And don't forget, please subscribe.